fully natural, coming into yourself. And it might feel nice here just to take a few clearing breaths. Maybe a big inhale through the nose. And maybe a sigh or just a little release. You can do that maybe once, maybe twice more. As you start to settle the bones of your hips. And with the eyes still gently closed here, you just begin to sink the back of the belly into the spine. So just focusing on allowing that inhale and exhale to move the belly. And as you start to observe the lifting and the falling of the belly button, you can ride the wave of the breath a little bit more easily. Just begin to place your attention onto the contact points on the ground. So all the places where the body is touching the mat or the bed. So you can start with the heels, maybe the toes. And then just that space in the lower hip. In the sacrum, that bone at the base of your spine. Can you feel it flattening, being absorbed into the earth? And as you continue this exploration with your breath, the inhale is an opportunity to keep letting the back of the body becoming absorbed into the ground, into your lower back, your mid-back, even the sides of your body that are touching the mat or the bed or whatever surface is underneath you. Just keep sinking a little bit deeper each time. And just continuing this exploration of weight down the back of the spine, into the back of the shoulders, tracing the limbs, down the back of the arms, into the elbows, and the hands. And noticing that space just at the back of your skull that's touching the ground. Can you let that be absorbed? So it's like you're falling back into yourself. You're being pulled by the force of gravity into the earth. And it's like the tissues around the bones of your body get pulled down and release. And from here, with your knees, you begin to feel a gentle pull. Doesn't matter which direction, just wherever the knees want to fall, both knees at the same time. Just letting them drop down to the one side. Maybe the knees come up a little bit more to help rotate the hips. And stay for a moment here, just allowing that skin, the blood, the bones, just letting all of that drip down. Right, even the space behind the back of the eyes gets drawn into the earth. Just soften through the belly. And as you inhale here, just allowing yourself to gently return back to center, and maybe bring yourself and your knees into your chest, just gently rocking from side to side, feeling into the space alongside your spine. Good, and as you take your next inhale, just drop the arms alongside the body, and just feeling that pull of gravity to the opposite side, so that the knees just drop down. Let the shoulder bring itself down towards the earth, the shoulder that feels a little more lifted. And release the back by allowing the hips to just open out. So drop the hips, release any held pattern deep inside the space of the hips. Simply letting yourself be in this shape, in this position for a moment. As you take your next inhale, you feel invited to draw the knees back into the center. And if it feels good for you, you let the sway of your knees rock you from side to side. Good. And just allowing both of the feet to come back onto the ground. If you have a blanket on you, you can just lift the blanket a little bit and take your right ankle, just move it if you need to see, onto the top of your left knee, And gently draw the left knee into the chest. You can hold on the back of the left knee, or on the top of the thigh, or on the top of the shin. And take a few little rocking motions. Gently drawing the weight of your body deeper into the ground. So we're inviting the sensations of the seasons as we move into autumn. And then just come to stillness for a moment. Let the weight of your arms bring that left knee into the chest a little bit deeper. If there's any tension in the jaw, just relax the tongue. Let it sit at the bottom of your mouth rather than at the top of your mouth, right? Just let it release back. And then just take an inhale and allow that left foot to release down onto the ground or onto the bed. Maybe it feels good to take a deep breath in here. And you slowly bring both feet side by side, lifting up the left ankle and just placing it on top of the right knee. And however it feels comfortable for you, you just bring that right knee into the chest. Just let yourself rock a little bit from side to side, starting to just open. Without judgment about what's going on. If one side feels tighter than the other, then that's what it is today. You can even let the head rock a little side to side as well. Right, just be completely boundless here. So if something else calls to you, another movement calls to you, don't listen to me, listen to yourself. And then if it's available, you let yourself come to stillness. And just let the weight of the right knee come into the chest. Without pushing, without pulling. Just letting gravity do its thing. Just taking one inhale here. And then exhale, releasing both of the legs down. Let the feet be flat, the knees are still up towards the sky. And if it feels good here, just gently push the heels into the ground so you feel a kind of, almost like the hips want to lift, and then just release. And just do this a few times. So you're pushing the heels into the ground, releasing the hips. And then when you exhale, you let it go. Just do this a few times to feel the movement of the spine up and down. And then take an inhale. Bring your right leg up towards the sky, just extending to the back of that leg. You can hold on to the back of the right knee and stay here without pushing or forcing. If you need to rock a little bit, do that. You can even bend the knee if it feels better. A little bit of sway through the back. Good. Take an inhale. Return the leg all the way up towards the sky for one long stretch. And exhale, release. Taking the opposite leg off towards the sky. And if it feels good again on this side, you rock a little side to side. Right, you get pulled by the sway of your own rhythm, of your own breath, or your own pattern. Then taking one inhale, finding your center and extending, creating more space for yourself. And exhale, release. And now take yourself to a nice long position. So you're going to be setting yourself up for your Shavasana as we dive into the Yoga Nidra. So if you need to have something underneath the knees to support your lower back, if you need to have a pillow underneath the back of the head, just make sure that it's not tilting the head down or the chin into the chest too much, that there's no compression. And it's really about finding that supreme comfort, right? So that nothing will disturb you as we dive into the Yoga Nidra. So take the time, take the opportunity right now to make yourself as comfortable as you can be without distraction. Maybe you need a little eye pillow, something to create some weight, or just a scarf on the face. Close the eyes. And as we journey into the world of Yoga Nidra, yogic sleep, we just bring awareness to this vast consciousness. We're just starting to spark up this sense of awareness all over the body. Let your palms face upwards. Your feet are a little bit apart. And now completely stop all physical movement, just lie completely motionless. The body is quiet, but under your control. You're still conscious, but you're not letting the body move. No physical movement. No movement of the toes, the fingers, the head, or the legs. You are a body of lead, of full weight being drawn into the earth. And just like the constellation of stars up into the sky, we're going to start to trace awareness in the body by dropping these stars of light in different parts of the body as we move along. So take your awareness inside and just begin to investigate this whole physical body of yours. Every joint, every muscle should just be completely relaxed. And taking one of those stars and just dropping it into the palms of your hands. And every time you drop these stars, they ripple through and they create light inside the body. dropping a star into the fingers, all the way into the feet. Just drop a star on the right toe, in the left toe, all of the toes, in the ankles, the calf muscles, in the knees, the thighs, the hamstrings. And each time you drop this beautiful star, the constellation keeps connecting into the buttocks. You sprinkle these stars up the back, into the shoulders, into the chest, your arms, and that point in the elbows illuminates as two stars. Back into the hands, dropping and sprinkling this light into the head and into the neck. Just relax the whole body in this full light. There should be no more physical movement, and if there's some tension, let the light of your stars work through the tense areas to loosen. So if the muscles are tight, just release them. So no matter what sensations you feel during this practice, just ignore what's going on and dive into the inner world of your body. Let the whole body remain quiet here as we begin to work with this subtle awareness. So now that your whole physical body is quiet and not moving, let's try to experience all of the subtle movements. So maybe the parts where the physical body is moving on its own without effort. What parts are moving? Where is the movement? Is it in the feet? Is it in the toes? Are there twitchings in the fingers? Is the head naturally turned to one side? And is the chest or the stomach moving with your breath? You will notice the stomach is moving up and down, maybe side to side. But you are not doing this. It's just happening on its own. No need to stop it, just watch it. And how does this movement even take place? Can you discover the subtle sensations as the navel moves up and down, the stomach, the chest, the abdomen? And there's a sense of expansion and contraction a little bit each time. As the breath flows in and out, the chest expands and contracts just a little. You feel it in the throat. You feel these sensations underneath the collarbones, deep into the chest. There is a depression of the throat that seems to be moving up and down with every inhalation and every exhalation. And the breath, it flows in and out through the nostrils. And this breath is the cause of all your inner movement. So even in this simple exchange, you might find any tingling or buzzing, and all of this movement is still occurring as you stay completely still and something else is breathing the body. This has been going on by itself 24 hours of your day from the moment you were born. Just become aware of this movement, the movement of the breath, the movement that is shifting in the body. So the belly, the stomach, the heart, the chest, the throat, the nostrils. These are the first movements that I am bringing to your attention. But of course, the whole body is vibrating. Each and every cell, every hair, every pore, all these pranas are moving, but we're just not necessarily aware. So the breath is going in and out through the nostrils, and just watch the process of this breath. The movement comes from the navel up to the throat, and then from the throat down to the navel out. And just keep on watching, just witness it. This is called Sakshi Bhava, the attitude of the witness. And just let your awareness drop into the space between the throat and the navel. The throat and the navel. The throat and the navel. Just keep cycling this awareness of the breath. And before fully diving into the practice of Yoga Nidra, we make a sankalpa. A sankalpa is an intention or a short resolve. And take your attention into the space of the breath inside the heart. So it's like you feel the heart breathing itself. And as you rest in this space, you rest in gratitude for the opportunity to practice Yoga Nidra. And there's a slight feeling of warmth, of tingling here. And you let the innate wisdom of the heart guide you to your intention. Find this sankalpa for a moment. And just repeat this sankalpa to yourself a few times. If it's not so clear, just let the energy of that feeling that lays in the heart, let that dictate to you what needs to be decided. And so just make a resolve and assume that this sankalpa has been fulfilled, as though you are living in the resolution. And now again, just continue with your breath awareness. Make sure you're not moving with your physical body, and just keep the sleep away to avoid becoming unconscious. Do not become lost in thought, just remain conscious and aware of what I am saying. Consciously, not mechanically, just know that you are following what I am saying. So we begin our journey now to the different parts of the physical body. One by one, I will take your consciousness to each and every part of your physical body. At the same time, you will visualize each part and repeat its name mentally. You will make no physical movement. You're just going to move with this consciousness. Visualize that part, say its name in your mind, go along at the same speed, and then we will shift to another part. Just follow along. Get ready to move your consciousness on the right side. Visualize the right hand thumb and say mentally, right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and fifth finger. Visualize all 5 fingers together, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm. Continuing along the right side, visualize the right elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right chest, the side, the waist, the hip, the buttock, the thigh, the hamstring, the knee, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of your heel, the top of the foot, the right big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe, all 5 toes together. Now take your consciousness to the left side, just as we did on the right side. Just begin to follow those parts. Starting with the left hand thumb, the second finger, the third finger, the fourth finger, the fifth finger, all 5 fingers together. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left chest, side, waist, hip, buttock, thigh, hamstring, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, and all 5 toes together. Now we will journey from your toes up to the crown of the head. Just be prepared for the journey to move up. From the right big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all the 5 right toes together. Left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all 5 toes together. Visualize all the left toes together. Now we will shift your consciousness from the right and left as I say each part. The right sole, the left sole, both soles together. The right heel, the left heel, both heels together. The right ankle, the left ankle, both ankles together. The right calf muscle, the left calf muscle, both calf muscles together. Right knee, left knee, both knees together. Right thigh, left thigh, both thighs together. Right hamstring, left hamstring, both hamstrings together. Right buttock, left buttock, both buttocks together. Right hip, left hip, both hips together. Waist, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, whole of the abdomen, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, whole chest, right collarbone, left collarbone, center of the collarbone, throat, right shoulder, left shoulder, right arm, left arm, right elbow, left elbow, right hand, left hand, right thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 fingers together, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 fingers together, palm of the hand and back of the hand, shoulders, upper back, the mid back, lower back, right side of the back, left side of the back, whole spine, back of the neck, front of the neck, the whole neck. And now we move to the face, the chin, the lower lip, the upper lip, both lips together, your teeth, your tongue, the inner right cheek, the inner left cheek, both cheeks together, the right nostril, the left nostril, both nostrils, tip of the nose, whole of the nose, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eyeball, the left eyeball, both eyeballs together, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, the right temple, the left temple, the forehead, the back of the head, the crown of the head, the entire face, the whole head. And now we take the body in larger parts, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole front, the whole back, whole right side of the body, whole left side of the body, whole body together, whole body together, whole body together. And see if you can observe your body in its physical form, just lying on the floor wherever you are, and imagine that you can see and stand outside of the body. Really becoming aware of the touching points between the floor and your physical body. Become aware of the parts of your physical body absorbing energy from the floor. Be aware of the front of your body, taking prana from the air, and feel these vibrations moving through the entire body. Now that the physical body has become completely quiet, just become aware of other bodies surrounding you. You can be aware of me instructing and you following along, experiencing tranquility and just a sense of peace and quiet. Keep relaxing the body, trying not to get drawn into any narrative or thought. Just come back to the inner body. The vibrations of all your cells. We will shift now to an awareness of sensations. So coming to visualize the whole body lying on the floor, completely relaxed and tranquil. Begin to feel the body becoming very hot. Try to experience the sensation of heat throughout the body. Try to recall this feeling of being very, very hot, whether it's in the summer sun, walking into a sauna, warm clothing. Just try to create that full electric sensation of heat all around the body. Try to dive into the sensation of heat as you have remembered it, something you have experienced in the past. Try to feel this sensation in every part of your body, down to the bone. Next, reverse this feeling. Allow yourself to feel very cold, shivering even, as though standing outside in an icy wind, wearing only a thin layer. How chilled would you feel? Try to feel that coldness just through conscious effort. There are no external influences right now affecting the body to make you feel cold, but just create this within your consciousness. Try to experience this cold. And now shift this experience to a sense of heaviness, of weight. The body is becoming heavier and heavier, and it has become so heavy that you cannot move. You cannot even raise an eyelid. You cannot even wriggle the toe or the finger. The body has become so heavy. Now, experience the sensation of lightness throughout the body. So the opposite. Feel the whole body becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, as though it is completely weightless. The body is so light as a piece of cotton. Try to experience the lightness of your physical body. And now we will go on to chakra awareness. In this light, your physical body, visualize each of the chakras. Even if you do not know the names, just move from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. The Muladhara, the Swadhisthana, the Manipura, the Anahata, the Vishuddhi, the Ajna, and the Sahasrara. The Sahasrara is located at the crown of the head, and it is associated with the pituitary body, in between, deep in the skull. Ajna, the Guru chakra, is behind the eyebrow center. It is the third eye, associated with the pineal body at the top of your spinal cord. Next, we move to Vishuddhi, located inside the spine, behind the throat, where you feel palpitations. Below is Anahata, behind the heart. Manipura behind the navel, Swadhisthana at the third disc in the sacrum, and Muladhara at the base of your spinal cord, inside the perineum. These centers are the junctions for your nervous system and its branches. They are symbolic and are always represented by different colored lotus flowers. So try to remember the location of each chakra as it is named. Muladhara at the bottom of the spinal cord, Swadhisthana at the third disc of the sacrum, Manipura behind the navel, in the spinal cord, Anahata behind the heart, Vishuddhi behind the throat, Ajna at the top of the spinal cord, and Sahasrara at the crown of the head. This light body you are experiencing can see these subtle bodies within. This is where your chakras lie. Allow the wheels of these chakras just to dance and in this light body you experience all the subtle sensations beyond just the physical body, beyond personality, beyond likes and dislikes, beyond upbringing, beyond conditioning. Your original self. Begin to get ready to exit the practice and just come to remember your sankalpa now and repeat it mentally without opening the eyes. Just repeat this sankalpa to yourself a few times. And as you begin to feel the tide of the breath pulling you, just roll to the side in fetus position. Let your knees curl into the chest. Let yourself sink into the surface underneath you, just as you lay here in the original position where we have all come from and will return to. Let the awareness of the mind come back into the physical flesh of your body in the constellation of awareness. If you would like to stay here, then just let yourself return back to Shavasana or staying in fetus. Otherwise, you can turn around and just let yourself sit up to a tall spine. And give yourself a moment to settle into whatever position you've chosen for this end of the practice. If you're sitting, making sure the head is straight, the eyes are closed, the palms are on the knees. And we will chant 3 Oms just to close. Just very gently. You can silently chant also. Taking an exhale, emptying the lungs. Inhale. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you.